Hello and welcome to another video. As you have probably already guessed by the title of this video, today we are not going to talk about anything cycling related in particular, but instead I want to talk to you about the gear I use in order to film these YouTube videos, because maybe that's interesting to you as well. So without further ado, let's jump into the first item and maybe the most important, which is the thing filming right now, the camera, which is the Fujifilm X-H2. This is my main camera that is being used for most of my gear videos as well as all of the B-roll shots. This is the X-H2, not the S variant. So this is the photography focus X-H camera from Fujifilm, which came out I think 2 years ago now. For my purpose, it's kind of perfect. Initially, I got it to just do photography because I do that on the side, not related to YouTube stuff. And I thought this would be a great camera with all of the Fuji film simulations in order to have a very nice and smooth workflow. Yeah, when taking photos and videos as well. I have to say this is a great little package. The X-H2 has a 40 megapixel sensor, so it's quite large. You can take really detailed, nice shots that do not take much effort because the film simulations look astonishingly well. With that being said, we should probably already talk about the second item, which is the lens on here, which is my, at the moment, only lens for my Fujifilm X-H2. This is the Viltrox 23mm f1.4 XF. So XF standing for the Fuji mount system. This is sort of a perfect all-rounder. As you know, the X-H2 is a cropped camera, so an APS-C camera. So a 24mm lens should come right around at like 34, 35 millimeters in full frame equivalent. So it's the perfect lens to do all of your stuff with if you only have one lens, in my opinion. So you can film with it, it's quite wide. You can still do some detail shots. You can still take landscape photos. So this is perfect for all kinds of various scenarios. So if you only have to take one lens, this is definitely a great option, especially as you can see, this lens is not very big. It is quite small and it's also pretty light. I think less than 400 grams if I'm not mistaken. So the whole package, even though it looks quite substantial, is still very nimble. So that is the main camera and lens setup for the YouTube channel. And with that, we should probably talk about the third item, which is sitting on top of here, which is the Hollyland Lark M1 mic. This is the mic that you currently also hear. It is this little lav mic here. And this is one of the best purchases I've done in a long time, because this mic was, I think, on discount 50 euros or 55 euros or so. And the quality is honestly amazing. I first thought about going with the Rode lav mic system, but thought, well, maybe YouTube is not gonna be a hobby of mine for a long time. So I just went with the cheaper option. And I have to say, yeah, as you can hear right now, the audio quality is definitely enough for YouTube videos. If you don't do it full time, if it's just a hobby of the value for money from this item is amazing. And this might be a great time to tell you that I'm not sponsored by any of the companies that I'm mentioning in this video. I am only showing you what I'm using right now. I have linked most of the items as affiliate links from Amazon below. So if you're interested in checking any of those items out, please do so via the description. It would help me out a lot. So with that out of the way, great mic, great camera, great lens, perfect for my setup. And with that being said, let's swap the items out again so I can show you the rest with the proper A-roll setup. So now with my proper camera filming the A-roll again, let's go over to the next item. And the next item is a microphone again, but this time it's a boom microphone, which can be handy in different situations than what you're using the lav mic for. The lav mic is specifically for audio that is coming from me. So if I'm talking, this Rode Video Mic Pro Plus is being used to film sounds that are coming from the camera, ambient noises, if I'm filming bike reviews out in the woods, for example, or just to see how like specific little things sound when I work on the bike, as I do in my bike build videos, for example. So very different purpose, but still a great mic to have. I truly think that it's always great to have a boom mic and a lav mic because the sound quality and the purposes for these two mics are very different. So as you can see in the B-roll, this mic also goes on the little hot shoe mount of the camera. Then you have a very compact, great package to film your videos with. And now that we have talked about the second mic, we are now done with the microphones and we get to the next very interesting item, in my opinion. And that is kind of what really changed the way I film bike videos, especially bike vlogs. And that is the DJI Osmo Action 4. This is this little action camera. So as you can see, it is sort of the same form factor as the GoPro Hero 11, 12, whatever version we are on right now. It produces great quality, as you can see here, from my other videos. I will just show you a couple of shots from that. It is very compact, but I have to say it is quite substantial, so you do not feel like you are getting a cheap package if you hear that here. It's a very dense, technical little marvel that produces awesome quality sound as well. I'm really astonished. If you film yourself while riding your bike, the quality and the wind noise suppression is really great. So that is really a big surprise, or was a big surprise for me. I thought I have to take a second microphone with me if I want to go on longer rides and just film myself vlogging. But yeah, didn't have to do that because this microphone is great as well. I got the More Adventure package, which is like a pre-packaged thing from DJI. You get this little cage, so you can put the camera in the cage as well for a little bit of more protection. You get a magnetic attachment, so these kind of go together, snap together, and then you have a little package that you can screw into specific mounting systems. And with that we get to the next item, which is the chest mount that I'm using for filming myself cycling. And if I'm gonna put it on as dorky as I am now, pull it around, and then you can insert your little action cam on the chest mount and adjust the angle here. A perfect little package for when you are cycling, because it is very sturdy. You are just on your bike. You have a little bit of the POV view with your arms on either side and still seeing the handlebars and everything, but still having a great view of everything that's coming up. Maybe another addition that came with the More Adventure package from DJI is this little very practical case with 3 batteries. So you have 3 charged batteries in one case, and if you want to charge the batteries, you don't have to charge them individually, but you can just charge the case itself. The next item on the list is also a camera, but a slightly different camera. It is the camera I'm using to take aerial shots. So this is the drone. It is the DJI Mini 3, and I have to say I really love this camera. It doesn't have a couple of the features that I really want. For example, I would love to have the follow me feature. I usually use this camera to just take a couple of shots if you are at a nice spot, if you want to have a scenic view of what's going on, as for example this one that I took from the Mount Pilatus here in Lucerne. So yeah, that's a nice little change of pace when it comes to shots, that you have like a scenic view, a little bit of music in the background. Yeah, more of a chill vibe. Flying is super easy. I thought it would be more of a learning curve. It is super convenient. And with that being said, let's go over to the next item. The next item I want to talk about is more like a category of items, not really the item specifically, and that is a tripod. This is a super shitty tripod that I got from a secondhand store. It is quite wonky. It works. It's definitely one of the cheaper ones. As you can see here, it does bend a lot, even if I screw everything together. Quite a bit too wobbly for my taste, but on the contrary, it's super lightweight. So it is great to just throw in your backpack along with the camera, and then you have a very small package that you can take along and shoot a bike review, for example. So yeah, as you can see, it's definitely enough to make the shot work. It is okay, but definitely this is one of the first items that I want to upgrade in the near future. So all I can say is it definitely makes sense to splurge a bit and get a good tripod, a tripod that lasts a long time. Usually you don't wear out your tripods, so yeah, it's an item that will hold up for a long time. If you have the funds, definitely go for a nice video tripod with maybe a fluid head. The next item on the list, and the last hardware item that I'm talking about today, is my trusty laptop, the Dell XPS 17. This is an older version of the XPS 17. It's the 9710, I think. It should be from 2020, as far as I know. It's a 17-inch laptop, as the name suggests, that has or had quite a bit of power back in the day. It's enough for editing these videos. I definitely have a lot of screen real estate to see all of the timeline items, but this is also something that I would like to upgrade at some point in the future. Especially the new MacBooks are, in terms of power and power efficiency, are running circles around these old Dell machines. But still, it is a great laptop to get you going. And yeah, needless to say, I didn't get it for making YouTube videos. It's something that I've used for studying, for work, for all kinds of shenanigans. It is not something I got for the channel, but it makes me able to edit all of the videos that you see on the YouTube channel. And with all of these items out of the way, there's only one thing to talk about, and that's the editing software I use for this YouTube channel. So let's get to the desk and I'll show you what I'm using. So the software that I'm using for editing these videos is called Kdenlive. It's an open source software that doesn't require you to pay any money to use it. The editing workflow is just like in Premiere Pro or pretty much any other editing software. And for me, it's enough. So yeah, if you want to dabble around and create your own videos and do not want to pay for one of the big subscriptions like Adobe Premiere Pro, then maybe Kdenlive is something that would be of benefit to you. All right, I hope this got you a nice sneak peek of the gear and software that I'm using to film and edit these YouTube videos. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And in any case, have a great week. Bye bye.